Michael Jordan was just everywhere. He did have this almost like supernatural, they talk about the Air Jordan, like that he could fly, and I thought he was like just the coolest dude on the planet. I thought he was like handsome, wanted to look like him. I could have shaved my head. Other aspects of his appearance would have been more difficult and highly inappropriate to try and replicate.
Yes, this is a short circuit.
Yeah. But I was really surprised as they went really meta with the whole Michael Jordan's retired and he sucks at baseball.
Whoa. No, but he didn't. Let me interrupt you there. He didn't suck. He didn't suck. If he kept playing, all the people in the know about baseball reckon he would have had a long and successful major league career. He only played a couple of seasons in the minor leagues. And sure, like batting average was under 300, which matters, but he had to change his whole body to get into baseball shape, and he was on his way.
Yeah, because when you look at baseball players, they're real squat and muscular, right?
It's all up there,
Yeah.
In the film where he sort of goes, I think I'll be a professional baseball player now. Yeah. It's a bit Brooklyn Beckham, isn't it? Where he'll go, I'll decide I'll be a professional something else there. And everyone goes, that's brilliant, you're rich, you can do that. Yeah, you're great. And then move on to something else. The sequel, he's a professional chef, probably.
Yeah.
Well, his dad was a massive baseball fan, and he was always going to play baseball until he was, shooting hoops at midnight, like some derelict kid, that opening scene of the movie, where his dad comes out and says, Michael, it's midnight, what are you doing? It's like, what do you mean, you're his dad, get him back inside. Discipline this kid.
He's a he's a very understanding father, isn't he? He's like, well, you're keeping us all up, you're making a lot of noise. It's sort of like, it's fucking midnight, stop shooting hoops.
Got work in the morning.
You're keeping up with the neighborhood. You're gonna put why are you pissing around with this? And then you just keep in it anyway. But yes, it's meta. That whole baseball thing is a bit meta. The Barons team that he represents in the movie was his minor league team, the Birmingham Barons. So he was wearing their merch, and that whole baseball sequence was filmed at the ground where they played.
Oh wow, okay. I did like how the team are just full of sycophants who, after he's struck out, the opposing team, was it a catcher?
The catcher
is basically telling him what all the plays are, and swing, leave this, don't swing, and that's kind of funny. And then when he just strikes out when he's supposed to not swing, he's like, I couldn't help it. That cracked me up. And then he goes back to the what do you call that? That part?
The dugout.
The dugout.
It's a strong baseball fan here.
Oh, I'm glad.
Even I knew that.
Yeah. Sorry. I just, I'm getting old. I forget words. And I just love how all his teammates is like, wow, you look great out there. You look so good. Yeah. Because basically one of the recurring themes of the film is just how awesome Michael Jordan is, and everyone thinks he's great.
Yeah. This is a strange comparison, but it reminded me of Notting Hill.
Okay.
Because in Notting Hill, every 2 minutes, someone has to tell Julia Roberts how beautiful and brilliant she is. I'm sure it was written into the contract.
Yeah.
And it feels like that in this. It's like, page 3, someone has to tell Michael he's brilliant. Even the Looney Tunes, who would never do that, are telling him how great he is constantly. And I'm sure he is.
Yeah, of course.
But it is just this constant, you're brilliant, Michael. Michael, you're brilliant. Can I just say, Michael, you're brilliant.
Yeah. But they kind of, at least they play it for laughs.
I mean, they do with Wayne Knight. It's all total sycophancy, but
I haven't seen it yet, but my understanding is that the last Mission Impossible film is very much with every scene people going, Ethan, you're the only one who can do this. Ethan, you're amazing. And
okay.
What do we think of Michael Jordan as and I use the term loosely, actor?
Listen, you got at least 3/4 of your life to go. That's 3 more lifetimes to you. So don't blow it. Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help. McDonald's wants you to give yourself a chance.
I think he's fine. I've seen a lot of worse sporting performances.
I thought he was good.
It was fine. He's an NBA player. I saw a meme saying that in preparation for this film, actor Michael Jordan played 8 years of NBA, including winning 3 championships. And I thought that was really funny. He's not an actor, and as I'm sure we'll touch on at some stage, the whole Space Jam shoot was basically a let's get back to the NBA. You know, they had the Jordan Dome.
Yeah, they built a gym for him, didn't they?
Warner Brothers built this entire gym, and he was basically spending 6 hours a day shooting and 6 hours a day getting ready for the next NBA season.
What I love about the fact that they built his own basketball dome for him is that he would challenge extras and things to games. He would just still be a real competitive dick.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the best, you know.
So there's an actor called Keith Gibbs who was an extra on the film, and he was basically saying that Jordan hit a 35-footer on me. It was ridiculous. Leg out, tongue out, all that stuff. Hit a 35-footer on me and goes, "Get the fuck off the court." Because, of course, he was sort of training for another NBA championship at the time, right?
No, he was a method actor, and like he really needed to. If you're going to take on the Mon Stars, then you need to be in the zone, because these intergalactic freaks have stolen the second best talent in the NBA. He needs to be ready to go.
There's a bit of mythologizing with the scene where he's in 1973 and he's talking about his dreams of playing in the NBA. I don't think he was quite as self-actualized at that early an age. And then cuts through to 20 years later, following his father's death, and he's retiring from basketball and announces he's going to pursue a career in baseball. There was this quite pervasive rumor at the time when he announced his retirement. It was basically like a secret suspension because of his gambling issues. That has been denied, though. The commissioner of the NBA denied that it was a secret suspension, but the rumor was really out there. Because he liked to
flutter?
He liked to flutter.
Okay.
He had an interview where he I think it was a 60 Minutes interview, and he talked about it and basically went right up to the edge of saying, yeah, I've got a real issue.
Okay.
Didn't quite gamble, my whole sort of livelihood on it, but when you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars...
Be tricky to.
Yeah.
The rest of the cast, I mean...
It's random, isn't it?
It's not a who's who of the NBA at the time. And you sort of think that, given Jordan's pull, he could have grabbed more from the Bulls. No disrespect to...
Yeah, but he was probably like, fuck them. You watched The Last Dance?
Well, there is that. I think it would have been funny if he brought Scottie Pippen and just ruined him and embarrassed him somehow, like he ended up doing in The Last Dance, and maybe throughout his whole career.
Yeah, and then Scottie Pippen wrote a real fucking bitchy book afterwards, shitting on Jordan. I was always more of a Scottie Pippen guy, to be honest. I liked Scottie Pippen.
I don't think you have Jordan without Pippen.
No.
You sort of can't. Hilariously, here's an aside. All that fun stuff in The Last Dance comes out. Jordan shits on Scottie Pippen. In the last few years, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife has been dating Michael Jordan's son.
Oh.
Well, Jeff.
Oh, right.
And it's really, really disgusting. It's really, really weird. They've broken up recently. In the sports world, it was like the biggest kind of fuck you to Scottie Pippen.
To Scottie Pippen.
Anyway, back to this really complicated film plot.